Welcome back to the City of Palms podcast. Thank you for watching, viewing, and subscribing. Episode 69, long awaited.
I'm so immature, bro.
Man, I'm stoked for this one. I got tea tonight. I usually got coffee, but I'm switching to tea,
Oh,
especially in the nighttime.
I'm sipping on a little water, you know. H2O
Yes,
for your
sir.
soul.
We got the squad here, dude.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, this is a good one, man.
I hate them. They in the back.
Look at the tattoo.
Gohan.
That's fresh
Gohan.
ink. Fresh ink. Yeah, we got the squad here in the back, dude. Stract from XNVIX.
Yes,
How you
sir.
been, man?
Pleasure to have me. Thank you. Thank y'all for having me. Should I say? My bad. I'm sorry. I'm all over the place. I
No,
did
you
not play.
good.
I came into this today completely blind. Most people like, let's watch a couple of interviews. Nope. I said I'm gonna go blind and have no clue what y'all about to ask me.
It's sometimes best that way.
Yeah, exactly.
Pull the boom mic a little
okay,
closer.
my bad. You know what I'm saying? Bring it right over here. Oh,
Yeah,
it
you
does
can.
that.
You can pull that thing
Right there.
a little further. A little further.
Bow.
Yes, sir. There you go.
We in here.
Perfect.
Silky smooth.
So, do we just start from the beginning, bro? I feel like we got to go chronological with this.
Yeah, all right, yeah, for
Just a
sure.
little Avenger story here.
Yep. So, I wonder, did you grow up around here?
I did. It's a little bit of a mix because I was born here in Fort Myers, and from like I want to say age like 1 to like 6, I moved to like Naples, and then like the rest of my middle school years there, except like 8th grade, and then I came to Lehigh, and that's what it's kind of like. It's a rotation of. I don't know. It's like a clusterfuck of shit. I don't know.
Oh.
I'm a little bit of everywhere, but Fort Myers is literally heart and soul. That's where I'm from. So
Hell yeah.
Which high
Same.
school did you go to?
I went to Lehigh Senior High.
Oh, how was that?
Crazy. It was crazy. Right, it was legit. I don't even know how to put it into words. It's like a high school musical, but like ratchet. It's a little bit more ratchet. It was definitely that. People like you had your football, like any other high school football players, your nerds.
The cliques.
I was a little bit of mix because I'm a nerd. I'm allowed to say that. Don't get at me. But you know, it was a little bit different cliques and mix. But it was definitely an environment. It was definitely a different environment. A lot more artsy than you would always normally see nowadays.
What back then? What kind of student were you? Were you like were you into like art programs and stuff like that?
For sure. I was in drama class and I was doing a little bit of everything, like drama, music. You guys, your boy Jan over here, but me and him met in music class. Me and the music teacher did not get along.
More than 1 and 2.
Boy, bro, look, bro. We wanted look. He'd be like, "You're not doing the certain notes right." I'll be like, "I don't care." Creates my own thing. That's literally how it was. I was nice though. I was, but I was, everybody had their rough teenage years.
Wait, was that the story where y'all met over a conversation about Pharrell?
Yes, sir.
Hey.
So y'all heard his perspective. I was in the piano. Okay, let me show you my perspective real quick. I was in the piano room doing what I do normally in the morning. I was making because I didn't know how to. To this day, I still to this day don't know how to read music. But I always made my own like notes or like beats up on the keyboard and all that.
Yeah.
So every morning I would go to this piano room and create my own beats and make music and stuff like that. Then like I happened, me and him seen each other before, but we've never communicated. So he walks by wearing a blazer, fresh as fuck for no reason, and I'm like, all right, cool. He cool. No, he walks in, coolest fucking dude ever. Hey, you play piano? Yeah. You make music? Yeah. You better, yeah. We should link up. Make some stuff. He started playing the piano. He started rapping. I started spinning a little something. It was history. The rest is history for me. Literally.
Hey.
What grade was
it.
that? Was that real early in high school?
That was definitely freshman year. That was freshman year, if I'm correct, right, y'all? That was like freshman year.
That was my sophomore year.
It was no. You're right. It was sophomore. I'm bugging. It was sophomore year. It was sophomore year, and everybody just kind of fell in like dominoes after that. Like Vi, we were all rapping in a cipher together, and me and him and Vi would be rapping. And Rip came. Rip would be spotted in the cut. He started rapping, and so on and so on. And literally, the only person we haven't met, like I didn't meet in high school, was Toke, and him and Yano previously met. So that's why they were like, they already were linked up. I met Toke through Yano. So
I see.
Yes,
Destiny.
sir.
Destiny.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
So,
for real.
in high school, did you have college plans out out the gate?
I'm gonna be 100% with you. I knew because the pressure of parents nowadays. They always put pressure in like, yo, you got to go to college. You want a great job. You want to live the life you want. You gotta go to college. But around that time, like social media is getting like it's the ball's rolling. Like you can now, it's not exactly the same. Like you can get paid through social media or YouTube or
Yeah.
whatever it was. And a lot of people seem, obviously, the music dream was like, oh, you want to be a rapper? That's impossible. I never seen it the case because I never see myself doing anything different. Because it was like the moment I learned to play music and keyboard and I heard my first Pharrell album and him telling me you could do it too, it was over with. It's history for me there. I was like, bro, why live a normal life? Or like not even normal, and why go through your life doing something you clearly don't want to do? Like you have to do some things you don't want to do, but you know at the end of the day your end goal is I want to be happy doing and make money doing what I love to do.
Straight up.
That's what I want to do. So like I know I had to go to college, but at the end of the day I was like, I know I don't need to go there to be
And so
successful,
many people get diverted from that that angle because they think they need the degree.
It's that old fashioned way of thinking though. You can't blame them because when they grew up, that was around the time that they were like that was the goal. That was the golden literally set standard right there.
And that might be the move if you are chasing a paycheck.
And there's nothing wrong with that.
But people like us, we're not chasing paychecks.
Yeah,
you know.
I'm chilling, bro. Look, don't get twisted. You got some money, you need that. But, bro, look, if I'm not enjoying it, I'm good on that.
Straight up.
Exactly.
Straight up.
On the real.
Yeah, that's important too. That's what, like he was saying, we believe in that too. I mean, you got to just be happy out here doing what you do.
You got to get the bag, but your mental health is most important.
Facts. If you literally are not there physically and mentally, you don't need to be there.
Yeah, dude. And I was thinking about it last night, like how some people go their entire life trying to seek, you want like mental health, physical health, be with the people you care about, and do what you love to do. Those are like the four things we are all chasing. And it seems like sometimes you go your whole life like doing this job so that one day you can get those four things. One day I'll be able to go to the gym every day. One day I'll have all that, and then you die. And then it's like you never had any of those four things.
But sometimes, like my mother has a saying. My mother and grandmother says, "I become before you," literally. Like you know how they obviously alphabet it sounds corny as it sounds, but it like that resonates with you more and more as you get older, and you're like, shit, like I'm doing all this. I'll say, yeah, I'm gonna do this for myself, but you continuously put it off for everybody else.
Yeah.
And you end up helping. Not that it's a bad thing. Like you sometimes you need to help other people.
Yeah.
Like obviously there's nothing wrong with that, but it'd be like sometimes you have to literally stop and think about it. Like, what about me?
Yeah,
like,
and sometimes it's a company. Like sometimes the job you're clocking into every day, you're working so hard every day, you're trying your best for them.
I literally worked at McDonald's one point. No disrespect, everybody's job to job. I worked at McDonald's. And I hit rock bottom around that time. I had a realization. I'm like, bruh, as I'm flipping fucking burger, there's grease popping. I'm over here on the fries. I'm like, this is not where I see myself, like, at all. It just hits you like, this is not it for me. Like, what is this? This is gross. And like, I kept my pen from McDonald's to literally remind me, like, hey, you don't work hard towards what you want in life or a dream. This is what you have to settle for. You're gonna have to settle if you don't work hard for you. So
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's facts, and sometimes that's the best inspiration like to have that job every day where you're just watching that grease pop and you're like, dude, one day
I can't go back.
Yeah, that'll do it to you.
Yeah.
So did your as you were growing up, did you have musical influence through like your parents or anything like that? Did they instill that in you?
My mom listened to a lot of like I want to say like my mom was strange because like everyone my grandmother listened to like obviously gospel soul, like she was like 70s 80s stuff, and like that's what she had, like some Al Green and stuff like that on. My mom would be listening to Mystical, DMX, Two Live Crew, like but at the same time she'd be listening to R&B like Mary J. Blige, and you black woman, listen, you gotta listen to that strong some Mary J. Blige, Mariah Carey. Well, I'm well rounded because of her. I would say that.
Yeah.
So I definitely got like different musical tastes and experience where I'm like open to a little bit of everything. But on my own, my mother got me a radio when I was younger, and I used to go to sleep with the radio on, and I didn't know any of the cool hip hop radios. It was like let's just change it. And then at the time, 99X. I don't know if y'all know that radio.
Oh yeah.
Bruh, I used to go to sleep listening to Metallica, Korn, and like Slipknot. My mom was like, I need to get you a TV because you listening to this devil music. She religious, so it was crazy. It was crazy.
Disturbed when you're going to sleep?
Yeah, like I'll be cranking like to, and I'm like, what's wrong with it? It's a fire. But, it's religious parents, but it's my mom. She only wants the best.
So was your first musical pursuit piano in high school?
Yes. Actually, it was just It didn't even start in high school. It was my mother got me a piano just for Christmas, and I just started creating my stuff off of that. Like I kept making my own stuff. Literally, and the first song I ever learned, real song I actually learned to play off the piano, was Pharrell's "Frontin'." Like the song "Frontin'." I'm not gonna sing it on here because, fuck no. But
YouTube that shit.
Yes, exactly. But that was my first song I learned to play, and after that, I would use create my own bridges, choruses, and stuff like that using the keys from that song. So I would literally just branch off making my own stuff. But I got into high school doing piano, and that's kind of snowballed right off of that, basically. So
Would you consider Pharrell your biggest musical inspiration?
Oh, yeah, 100%. Because I don't know, back then, like, it's cool now. Like, obviously, but like, as an African American man, black man, it's back then it wasn't a thing. Like, it was just coming into it wasn't a thing to listen to rock, skateboard, anime. I think everybody, I don't even know a race thing. I think anime everybody can relate to back in the day. People were like, oh, anime, you watch the Chinese cartoons, or like, bro, like, come on. But like, it was a thing back then where like I had friends in Naples around the time I started skateboarding. I did a little skateboarding back then. I'm trash. I know y'all skating now. I'm all right at it. Me, Rip, and Toke will go skate every now and then out of the blue moon just cause. But I used to I was getting into it and whatever. But I remember I used to try to tell certain friends about it back in school. They're like, "What the fuck you doing that quote on don't quote me again. You doing that white boy shit?" I'm like, bro, I just like skateboarding. I don't care. I like this song. This shit sounds cool and all that. But I feel like it just wasn't cool back then for some of my tone back then. But as I got into high school and everything started being like, okay, oh, that's cool to do it. And then Pharrell at the time was making bright colored clothes, skateboarding, and he had a whole it was my first time. Like, this is my introduction to seeing an entire black skate team. I'm positive there probably was one beforehand, but he had, I don't know if y'all knew about Ice Cream. Like, he had the team Ice Cream back then, the skate team, and that was just for skating, fashion, everything. That was my gateway to it floodgates. Like, it opened my mind to mad different things.
Yeah.
Like, it was.
They had them real colorful colorways.
Exactly.
I
I have 2 pairs at home.
Well,
I'm keeping them on the low because they might be worth something someday. But yeah, it was just that, and the way his music sound at the time, no one else was doing in hip hop wise. Like, if you trace back just his production, if we're not even talking about his music individually, his production, you literally look back, some of your favorite songs are probably produced by guy. I had to think about it, and I looked at the roster, and I'm like, he could retire right now. Britney Spears, Snoop Dogg, Mariah Carey, Mary J. Blige, Madonna, Drake. Literally, his list goes on and on and on. And he was musically diverse to even artists that aren't in the States. So I had to be like, I want to get to that level. And this man had a song called "You Could Do It Too," and he's telling me, "Hey, bro, look, I've been where you are. It's possible." I literally took that to heart. I was like, I need to do this. Like, I love obviously traveling, clothing, fashion, music, all that.
Yeah.
Like, this is something that makes me happy, and if I know I can make money off of it, once again, why not go for it?
Yeah.
It's your golden ticket.
And I noticed a lot of correlations between skateboarding and hip hop and music in general. Of those outlets are such a great way to blend cultures. You know what I mean? Like, you can be people like us, or just the punk rock kid into skating, or hip hop head skateboarding.
And that's the beauty of it, because y'all have something y'all have a common about, and that's what makes it so fucking tight. Because y'all yo, you could be a brother nowadays and be like, hey, yo, go put on that Smash Mouth. Don't ask me why I picked that band. I don't know, but I was like, go put on that Smash Mouth joint while we shred. I'm like, hell yeah. Or you could be the white kid and be like, hey, yo, play that fucking Biggie Machine Gun Funk while I go hit this rail real quick. I'm like, yeah, it's just cool to be able to be in an environment like that and be able to be cool like that. You don't have to look like, fuck, I don't know how to word this, but you don't. Color is not a thing there.
Yeah.
There's an issue with the color in that environment and where you're happy and everybody's cool. It's not a thing. So it's just it's a welcoming feeling. You feel me? So yeah.
Start skating, y'all. Start skating.
Hey, there it is. Yeah.
Try something different. You know, you never know. You're gonna bust your ass, but it's okay. Get back up.
So I heard on the grapevine that y'all are into Logic. Are you? Logic.
The rapper?
Yeah, rapper. I heard that somewhere.
I don't hate him. I didn't. know that. I don't know where that came from. That's just hit me left field. I'm like, I was like, yeah, we use Logic to record. Yeah. He was like, oh, Logic. Oh. No, I do like. There's some songs I like.
What are your thoughts on him as an artist? Because I know he's got like there's two sides. Some people like kind of think he's corny as hell, and
he's a hit and miss for me personally. But like he has some songs that I'm like, okay, dude, this slide. Like Fade Away is my guys by him. What's that joint? It's another one where he's like, it's was it like Crime Scene or something? Was that what it's called?
Gang related?
Gang related. There we go.
Related.
That and Fade Away are literally my favorite songs by him. Like, he just goes in with that. Like his chords, everything. It's just fire.
Did you hear his latest album? His like retiring album?
I've heard about it. I haven't gotten a chance to get around to listen to that one though.
Yeah, it made me happy because I see the like divergent from Under Pressure, like him going into more of like the like radio hits and stuff like that, and I could see the hate and whatnot, but I do think he brought it back to his roots with his last album.
Like it's again with music, I was like, even I have this thing where if the music's not my taste, even though I'm not a fan, I'm like somebody somewhere likes that.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna hate it because I'm not that's not my thing. I can't hate on it. Like, hey, bro, do your thing. But I'm not gonna get mad at it. So if if it's making somebody happy, what do I look like judging it? Like,
straight up, that's dope.
Yeah.
Are there any artists that you do think are overrated though, and you kind of look at them as like, come on, get them off that pedestal?
Y'all put me on the spot. Hey, look.
Right now.
Bruh. Hey, cuz famous wise, yeah, of course, hell yeah. I'm not gonna talk about anybody locally.
Nah, we can skip that.
Nah, there's nobody. No, honestly, there's no problem with nobody locally.
Strack's the worst
But
one to ask because he loves everybody.
I does, bro. I fuck with everybody. It's not even like that. But like, famous, I ain't the biggest fan of NBA Youngboy, but he has the biggest like fan base ever, bro.
Yeah, he's got like a cult like
And
fan
I'll be
base.
listening to his music. I'm like, bro, look, man. Look, man.
I love the memes that came off that though.
His memes are
like the NBA Youngboy fans be like they're brushing their teeth.
Everything aggressively. Bro, it is gold. It is gold. I swear. Like, other than that, I'm not a big fan of 6ix9ine either. But
I saw he was just in Naples. Did you see something about that?
6ix9ine was in Naples?
Dude, yeah, my friend Alex put on his story. He's like, "What's this kid doing in my city?" And he was at the, Naples High, by the mall. He was at the football field there, and he was taking a picture with some like kid, and he had the Naples High shirt on, not 6ix9ine, but the kid that he took the picture next to.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I was like, what is he doing in Florida?
Hey, the more you know, Southwest Florida, a lot more people visit than you think.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Yeah.
I learned like a couple years ago, Ashton Kutcher used to live in Naples.
No way.
Yeah, he lived in freaking Naples, and I was like, what?
yeah, for real.
Of all places here, that's crazy.
For real.
To bring it back to Logic's someone who recently left rapping and did gaming. Is that something, not that you would like leave rap to do that, but is that something that like we can look forward to, a little XNVIX gaming channel?
YouTube videos, bro.
Look, bro. As of recent, especially since COVID hit, when we're not doing music, we're probably doing video games. Like just today, me, Yano, I think it was Bill Suave, and who else was there? Toke. We found out there's some weird Easter egg on Call of Duty, boy. We went in, bro. We failed like millions of times, and when we finally got, we're like, yeah. Toke's like, did you record that? I'm like, no. It's like gaming something we definitely like enjoy doing. I don't think I would ever put music away for it.
Yeah.
Right.
Like it's a love. I love like video. Obviously, video games has been a big part of my life since I was at anybody as a kid. Like, it's video games, bro.
Yeah.
But like,
and nowadays you can do both too. You know, you can do music and you can also do like a gaming sort of thing too. I feel.
But do you think? See, my question is like, what I'm afraid of is like that is people won't take your music as seriously. It's kind of like the YouTube rapper thing.
I could see that.
People
Yeah.
always like, oh, he's a YouTuber. They love to slap labels, and that is the worst because they be like, oh, he's a YouTube rapper now. He's a gamer rapper now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
true.
I want like so a lot of the time, especially when it comes to my music or any of our music, we want that to be a main focal point, like a focus.
Yeah.
Like I want you if you found me through music and didn't see me play video games, I'm satisfied that way. I'd rather have it that way than, oh, he plays video games. Oh, he does music too. That's fine. Like, you know, not to knock people that do it, but it's like, we thought about that, and it's like, it sucks that people think that way, but it's literally the case sometimes.
Yeah, that's a good point. So what's your opinions on like recently? You know, in the music scene, we've got like Travis Scott doing McDonald's collabs and like
Fire.
yeah, and
Fire.
dude, I saw people collabing with Crocs too. Like yeah, I'm like what? Like
No.
just not, yeah, not with the Crocs.
No hate to that because people like Crocs, bro. But like freaking, I think the Travis Scott McDonald's thing is fire because it's showing. Some people think, oh, that's corny, and kids bought that, and I'm like, bro, he's an entrepreneur. You only thinking of him as a like you can't. Even if you think that whole capsule that he made with McDonald's is kind of cheesy and gimmicky, it's like, bro, you can't hate on like. Why didn't I think of that? Like,
dude.
Most rappers were like, oh, McDonald's. Like, he made that cool, low key. Like,
straight up.
For sure. Everybody and their mom went to go get a regular ass Big Mac with bacon and some fries because it was Travis Scott's name attached to it. And I feel like that is literally power. And that is insane that he's able to do that. And I think more people should try to do stuff like that. Because remember back in the day, like R&B singers or soul singers, even rock bands, we used to have like cereals and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You don't do that as often as they used to. Because I feel like they think it's cheesy. I'm like, bro, that's tight. That's memorabilia.
Yeah.
For real. Love to have that.
And it goes to the whole notion, like you see it in skateboarding all the time, where people call people like Tony Hawk like a sellout or whatever. They're like throw that word around, but it's like I get if I were to get sponsored by like like a cigarette company because like I don't smoke cigarettes. I don't want to. Like if I were to be branding that company, that would be like kind of selling out. But if it's like if someone like Travis Scott eats McDonald's all the time and they want to sponsor him and give him bags to do it,
hell not?
Sign it.
Like why the hell, bro? That is so tight to me, bro. And he sold it. And on top of that, he brilliantly came out with a song called Franchise right after, which I feel like he planned that because he knew like oh, this McDonald's shit, bro. This shit finna hit straight up. Like, he was good, bro.
Is it time for break it? How long?
Yeah, we can run a break.
All right, we're gonna run a quick break, real quick. Run some ads. Don't forget, Nothing Is a Coincidence shirts are going quick. We don't have very many left, so hit us up on any social media.
Go get them.
We'll be right back for part 2.
Have you ever thought about starting your own podcast? When I was trying to get this podcast off the ground, I had a lot of questions. How do I record an episode? How do I get my show into all the apps people like to listen? How do I make money from my podcast? The answer to every one of these questions is really simple. Anchor. Anchor is a one-stop shop for recording, hosting, and distributing your podcast. Best of all, it's 100% free and ridiculously easy to use. And now, Anchor can match you with great sponsors who want to advertise on your podcast. That means you can get paid to podcast right away. In fact, that's what I'm doing by reading this ad. And let me tell you guys a little bit about Anchor. So, like I said, it's a one-stop shop, distributing, you put your podcast on. It couldn't be easier to use. My brother and I, when we started this podcast, we're looking around for a website. Where do we get our podcast up and running? How do we get it? Literally those exact questions. How do we get it on iTunes? How do we get it on Spotify? And I was trying to do that stuff by myself. And that's when I started looking up. And there's other ones you can use like J-Pod and all that. But let me tell you, Anchor, nobody's going to do it as great as Anchor. And most of all, it's free. So that's what you always do, man. That's what you love is Anchor being free. So if you've always wanted to start a podcast, make money doing it, go to anchor.fm/start. That's anchor.fm/start to join me in the diverse community of podcasters already using Anchor. Once again, that's anchor.fm/start. I can't wait to hear your podcast.
Yeah! Welcome back, episode 69 with Stract. Where do we go from here, dude? We can get into the current stuff now, or did you have any questions from part 1 you want to touch on?
No, we can get into current stuff.
So the world's crazy right now, bro.
Yes.
The world's crazy right now.
Oh, brother.
With people like us that enjoy going out and watching performances, performing ourselves and stuff. What was your first performance ever? Was it with XNVIX?
That's a great question.
Do you remember what your first one was and how you felt?
Is that Galaxy 5? I'm just kidding.
Or when was it, really?
My first performance was like live. Actually, was with the boys. I'm sure I think about it, and we performed. When was that, bro? Was it? No. I feel like our first live performance was Southwest Florida Hip Hop Open Mic as a collective, and I think that wasn't my very first performance, but I know us as a collective, like first time on the scene, was Southwest Florida Hip Hop Open Mic. It was a thing back then. Shout out to Crystal, but it was a competition, and it was a bunch of artists go, and they were like, the prize was like $500 and the judges, and it was like two judges. I believe it was her, Crystal, and I think it was DJ School and the late Griff Gotti for RFP. My brother Griff Gotti, but he was like, we kind of hustled. I ain't gonna lie, because you could only go as a group, or you either go with one artist or one group, and I think they only had one song. If I'm familiar, we had one song, right? Yeah, we had one song. Like Rip, was it Rip, Toke, and I think Vi would go do one song. And then me and Yana would go up as a completely different group. And we would go, we sorry, bro. Look, you gotta, hey, look, we out here trying to win.
Did you win that joint?
Huh?
Did you win that joint?
Oh, bro, we murked that. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
That was the first time we did TTRT. That's, you know, that thing right there?
Mm-hmm, yeah.
It's the first time we ever did that song like that.
That shit goes off.
Bro. And we took it home, and it was that was an experience for us. We were like, yeah, music's fire.
How does
we
that?
knew more.
I mean, obviously, you guys have known each other since like high school and, and like early on. You've been doing this together for a while, so the chemistry is there.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
how do you develop something like that? Like whenever anyone who's seen you perform knows the vibe you guys bring to your performance, and like just your abilities, like pass the mic and just like all of you are moving the crowd. How do you develop that?
Bro, I'm gonna be real with you. It's partial. It's a little bit of both. It's partial, literally just being around each other all the time. Repeatedly hearing a song over and over in rehearsal, because even sometimes when y'all be like, yo, that show was fire, we'd be like, we're happy, and we'll go in the car like, bro, we did fucking trash. Or like we'll be hard on ourselves because we're like every one of us are perfectionists.
Yeah.
And that's how we are. Like we watch live performances. I think that's a lot of it too. A lot of the time that's what it is, because as I was younger, and I can literally say this speaking through all of them, that when we were younger, we literally would watch performances and stuff like that and rap in our mirrors like we're live all the time. So I guess that finally paying off that when we're actually fucking live, they were like, oh, they tight. Oh, it's literally just practice and literally being around each other all the time. That's all it is, literally. Like the community. We even know we'll do a new song. Sometimes we won't even practice. We're like, let's do it it'll be last minute after show. We're like, for shits and giggles, let's try it. And see if we like it and know what we need to fix next time we perform that song. So that's all it is. Find somebody you enjoy coming that's it. To put it a great example, it's y'all two. Y'all bounce. I'm peeping how y'all bounce back off of each other, literally on questions, because y'all around each other. Obviously you're brothers, but you're around each other.
Since day one.
You know exactly. That's literally, it's no different. That's literally what it is with these guys.
Yeah, that chemistry is important. You can't force it. It just it happens.
Yes, sir.
So then inversely, what's the biggest performance you guys have done? Whether it's like more recent or like maybe it was back in the day. What's the biggest performance you guys have
done? I feel like you get that's a loaded question, because it's like you'll get different answers from us. Like, because we all had a favorite show.
Oh, I
Mine
see.
per se.
Yeah, what's yours?
Maria's was lit. It was so fire. Oh my god! I don't know if you guys were there. It was when, you know what? Now that I think of it, that was the first night I ever met Favi. That was the first night. I think that was Favi's first music scene
no
thing
way.
too.
Shout
I'm
out
not
Favi.
sure. She probably was, but that was the first time I ever met Favi, and it was just it hit different, because that crowd, everybody jumping and turning up, sweating and everything, and then I had a kid. He was a kid, but it was a cool guy. Like he came, he's like, I came from Port Charlotte just to see you guys. I'm like, bro, thanks. Like for real, that means a lot. Like
yeah, dude.
That lets us know that we're reaching out somewhere, because it's one thing. And I can speak for a lot of artists when I say this. It's one thing when you be like, yeah, I think my music's tight, but like it's when you actually show someone else or you perform it that you'll really get the feedback you need to know, like, okay, maybe I need to do a little something different, or they really liking it. So when we hear people say, hey, this is fire, you really liking it, we take that to our look, because like, look, you didn't have to tell me that. That's your opinion. But you didn't
Yeah.
have to tell me that, but you did. That lets me know that I'm doing something right.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah.
And sometimes it just takes that one person,
That's
you know.
that's it, literally, and the rest is history. It makes you. People don't realize it's legit, like fuel. Like it pushes you to want to do more when you have people, especially when you guys say something. Even when you guys say something like, "Yo, y'all know that 2020, bruh," y'all don't be like. Y'all see, y'all don't be cool. Y'all don't be cool in the cut. Oh, thanks, bro. Thanks. That nigga, y'all don't be. Yeah, let's go. Let's go. That's same with any of us. That's how it is though, because you're like, bro, come on, you know.
Because that shit's got to be painstaking, you know, like to be
is.
musical and to have a project in your brain and to get it out finally and to see that feedback means everything.
It does. It really does. It makes all the difference in the world. Like, because it's like you're showing your parents something, and then them being like, hey, like especially as a kid, like you want to show your mom or dad something. You're like, you be hoping it could be a doodle of just a stick figure with a taco on its head or something, and they be like, Mom, Dad, look at it, look, and you be hoping they be like, great job, sweetie, keep going. You be like, yeah, I'm about to go put some seasoning on this taco and make them see it again. Like it's like that though. It's like, bro, let me know if my shit is bad or good. Do not sugarcoat it. I'm for real. Don't let me drop doo-doo stuff.
Straight up. Is there a huge difference as far as like enjoyment goes between performing songs that y'all make and being in the studio, like getting it done, getting it recorded and finished? Because I'm sure that's a fun process on its own.
It is, but not when you record the song 5 times previously. No, it's always a vibe when we're in the studio. Like we always push each other. Like I said like earlier, like if something sounding off to me, they'll normally be like, but normally a lot of times it's you, because you know hearing your own voice, especially when recording or something like that. Hearing your own voice, you're not gonna like your own voice.
Yeah.
Anybody, I can tell you, no matter what you're doing, YouTube, music, no matter what, you're not gonna like your own voice. You have to literally work around that, because if you don't like your voice and 15 other people are telling you, hey, you sound great, you sound good, don't worry. Like, literally, you sound okay, you're fine. Because that's one of the hurdles of recording. Like, we'll be like, well, if Yano's missing something, you'll be like, it's not there. VI will come up and be like, ha-da-da. He's like, oh, yeah, that's what I was missing. Ha-da-da. That's literally how it works. We'll bounce off each other. If we'll be like, I'll say something I think was tight, Rip will be like, nah, that wasn't it. I'm like, you sure? It helps to have like 7 different ears.
Yeah.
To like help you craft. You know, like it's one thing being your own. Like you have to learn to do things on your own. But, bruh, like I said again, with y'all doing this, you might be like, that audio sounds off. And we're like, you're right. Maybe I need to tweak this. And
Straight up, yeah.
It helps.
Yeah.
As far as performing, it's the same thing. Like we'd be like, hey, next time I need you to hit that behind my whoa. I mean, like, all right, I'll make sure I do that next time.
That's hilarious.
So is that something with the XNVIX projects? Is that usually you guys are all in there together doing it, or will it be?
Or sometimes like how song process works, especially for an album or a mixtape, is somebody will be at the house, heard a beat, they made something to it. He'll show, hey boys, this is what I came up with. It's like the plate of food. That person puts the plate of food on the table. All of us look at each other. You gonna eat that? You gonna eat that? And literally everybody gets a slice. It's literally that's how it is. And unless somebody's really feeling it, like I really like this, I really want to be on it. They'll like approach it and be like, hey bro, can I get a verse on there? That's how it falls. And sometimes we'll each of us like this happened recently, which is fire. Watch out for Blair because it's coming. But you like that? So, yeah, you know. Watch out for Ribs joint too. You know we got it on your minds. But sometimes how it works out is sometimes one of us will make a song, but like see per se I can't sing, but I love making singy song hooks and all that. And I'll get like VI, Yano, one of y'all sing this, da 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 da. And sometimes it'll be like they'll sing it and it will make the case and it won't even be done. But then one of them will be listening to it repeatedly and like, yo, can I have this song? Like, you know what, bro? Go ahead, bro. Like,
That's so sick.
That's how it is. Because sometimes that's the cool thing about working with a bunch of artists, because you never know what song was actually meant for who and what where. Because we've had some cases like that where the song finds a home beautifully and it sounds so fire. Like that's a lot of the time. It's like a mixed matchbox of us. Like we're like a bag of Chex Mix when it comes to making music. Like literally.
Yeah.
That's the case.
And I'm sure there's like competitiveness that goes on, or like surprises. Like let's say someone writes a verse, they're up all night fucking writing a verse, and then whenever you hear it,
Between Toke, Yano, VI, and Rip, I'm the laid back one. I like them like, well, y'all go ahead and write your verse. I'm gonna write mine when I want to write mine. Like sometimes I'll be that competitive, but Yano, Toke, Rip, VI, like Rip's laid back like me, but this motherfucker Yano and Toke and VI, they be like, huh, you think you rap? And they just got done showing a mean ass verse. Like we'll be in the room, he's like, yo, check out what I wrote. They'll spit this mean ass verse. The room would be quiet. Everybody like, woo, and you see one person in the cut. He's like, what you writing over there, boy? That'll end up being the case. Like for real. It's always fun. It's never a dull moment.
Like you ever play Call of Duty?
Yep.
You ever go to the shipping yard and you're just like trying to kill each other? Like, that's what it is in the studio. Like,
all the time.
Hard ass verse.
Right. Team Slayer. That's literally what it is.
We all hear like a R&B type beat.
Oh yeah.
We're playing Among Us.
Legit.
Everybody's silent.
Quiet. Nobody said nothing. The beat. We done heard the beat 75 times, and you just out here going in.
And I'm always the imposter. Like, oh yeah, y'all can have that song, bro. You should write a verse.
Be in a
and
cut.
The whole draft be done.
And y'all don't hit this. Hey, yo, check this out. You like, and it's over with. It's over with. It's hilarious,
bro.
That's so funny.
It's so much fun, though. It is so much fun.
And bro, straight up, like I say this a lot to people that we talk to, because like we just genuinely feel this. Like I cannot, and I say this to my fucking roommate all the time. I cannot wait until the world can like get a look at what these people around here can do, what you guys can do.
100%.
Because it's like, bro, so much talent.
They don't even know. Southwest Florida is freaking a beacon, dude.
Straight up, dude. And I listen to songs like on my playlist. There's like I got the City of Palms podcast playlist that has everything from like all the local people we have.
Yes, sir.
And then sometimes I'll put, especially with how much I listen to hip hop, some of those songs will get transferred onto my hip hop Spotify playlist, and that's where I've got Black Thought. That's where I've got like that's my more industry stuff.
Yeah.
But the locals make it on that list, bro. Y'all make it on that list.
Of course, we have our own local favorites, bro. Like literally, shout out to 99 Wave. They're younger dudes and they've been doing their thing. They're so tight. Like we're big fans of them because they do a lot of fire stuff. Shout out to Doom Sensei and the Nine Fam, them boys. Like there's like so many. You know Bianca Russell, Just B.
Yeah.
Just B. Shout. Flames. Literally, there's a lot. There's a lot.
Yeah, so
like I
much
could go
talent
on
here.
because there's so many actual fire artists around here that like I feel like they need that push. They need that like shine because they don't get it enough.
Mm-hmm.
Straight up. Yeah, if you're listening to this, you can look up right now City of Palms podcast on Spotify, and it's got a bunch of local people.
Bumping. If he bumping on there.
Yes, sir. And I even got Dom on there, even though he ain't been in the seat.
No, he's still from here.
Yeah, dude.
He's still from here.
100%.
He's just global now. He ain't local, but he from here.
Yeah, dude. And that brings me one thing I did want to touch on. Sorry, I don't if you've been like sending on questions or whatever.
No, you're good.
Sorry, I keep talking.
On.
But I wanted to talk about how the affiliation with Backhouse came about with XNVIX. How far back does that relationship go?
Honestly, that is one of the stories he probably best tell you because I met like how I'm actually I can kind of give you the chronicle order of how it happened. Is like our show we had a album release for Akatsuki, and at Akatsuki we had two openings. We had Latney perform, and then we had Slight, and then I guess previous to Slight performing at the Akatsuki opening album, Yano already had like communications with him and was speaking to him. And they hit it off and everything was cool. And then I think again I met Slight personally for the first time I actually talked to Slight and said what's up to him was at a show Kira was doing. I think they were doing a silent party was it a silent party? What was it? It was something. It was something like it was at Nice Guys Pizza.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't that yeah? It was. Yeah, it was a silent party. Yeah, and I finally met him back there. He was cool ass genuine dude. I was like, I ain't gonna lie, I thought he was gonna be like, "What's up, little dude?" And like,
Yeah.
Nah, he's down to earth, really cool guy.
And dude, with how much he loves anime and shit, he's a nerd just like us.
Yeah,
so like
exactly.
he probably fucks with your guys' shit heavy.
Exactly. And then we first we chatted up, whatever, and it come to find out, I was like, he fucks with our music, da da da. We fuck with his music too, so it makes sense, da da da. So we linked up cleaned up, and now it was history from there. So it was a good time.
Yeah, dude. And it's dope what they're doing. Like what his vision on like signing artists and giving them the tools that they need to do this shit themselves, because like one big topic we talk about with pretty much every musical person is the like industry route versus the independent route, and how like nowadays like both are viable options depending on the type of person you are. Like someone like Dom, bro.
That fight is prominent to this day. Like as of recent, it's getting more and more prominent because things that are happening are coming into light. With labels and stuff like that. So it is definitely rocky, and you have to watch your back with these labels. I'm not gonna lie, you have to watch your back.
Straight up. And it's like if you get the tools, if you meet the right people, like linking up with someone like Backhouse is probably a great opportunity to get those tools that you need to really to figure out like, hey, these are the things the label's gonna do for us. We now know how to do them. So how about you know what I mean? Then it's like everything is yours.
Exactly. If you find a good team to back you up, you have nothing to worry about. You like literally, simple as that sounds, that's really the case a lot of the times. If they're very vocal about everything that's going on, and they explain, because like I'm not a music professor. I don't know the music business in and out, but they help me understand a lot. A lot of people literally helped me understand a lot of things about the industry I didn't know. I'm like, bro, I just wanted to make music.
Yeah, dude.
Beats and put it out. But there's so much more that goes into it. Yeah. But it's a learning curve. But if you have trustworthy people, dude, you don't have to worry much about it.
Yeah.
You don't have to worry about much.
And it's so hard too to see that happen to artists. Like because at the end of the day, we all love music. We all want to like make it doing what we love and whatnot. So to see someone who is so talented and has such ambition, like I don't know, man. You see them like kind of go down some rough paths and like sign some whack contracts, and then like you don't really hear from them much anymore. You know what I mean? Or like they'll just they don't really get what that contract meant, so they'll get fronted all that money, and it's
just the idea.
And then they're
like, I signed, and then it's like, and you realize like, oh, that's literally it's.
But it is cool that it seems like nowadays a lot of people are understanding it a little better. Yeah. You know, a lot of people are understanding that
there's
you don't
more
really
out
need
there
it.
to help you with it now. Like it's like than before. Like you could actually literally look up how to run your own label or how to be independent. You literally follow that, you'll literally be fine at that point. So it's literally that's just a matter of case of research.
Yeah, at this point too, there's people to look up to that have done it the independent route. You know, Russ and Chance the Rapper. Yep. They've all done crazy things.
He said he made like $4 million off of hats or something. $6 million.
Oh my god.
Off of hats. I'm like, bruh.
That's crazy.
Let's go buy some hats right now. What?
Yeah, that's the way to
hustle.
That's the way to do it. And I could see like you guys like doing that because all you guys like have fashion, have like drip and dude, if you had like
drip.
Yeah, if you had your own like hats or something, dude, I could see that going so well.
Yeah. You have no idea. This man Rip over here is a freaking. I ain't gonna give too much because when his episode come up, he'll tell you all about it. But this man, right now, started. What did you start with? Was it a hat or his book bag? I think it was.
It was a pair of shoes.
With a pair of shoes, he started doodling them. He's like, bro, does these look cool? I'm like, hell yeah. Why don't you know? He's like, I'm thinking about doing my own clothing. I'm like, thinking about it. Why aren't you doing it? That was probably 2 years ago, and this man has done mad pairs of shoes and has hats. I have 2 of his hats. It's called Tarashi Beiji. I'm plugging that because it's fire. And it means, if I'm correct, that means bastard something, right? No, I'm trash. I'm trash. Cancel all that. It's what? New image and dropping. That is true. That's what it is. As you don't be me. Don't be a me. Know your friend stuff. But it's fire. Like it's all like you peep his shoes. His shoes right now he drew, and he calls those sad boys. Literally, like they're so. He does a lot of fire stuff. He does a lot of fire stuff.
And see, bro, that's the thing too. Is like you guys are all much more than just music, you know what I mean? So like when it comes to making it a business thing, it's not gonna be just like here's this song I made, here's how we make money off it. It's like you guys understand, like you could make a clothing line, you could do some hats, you could like do that, have a YouTube channel, and
like what I thought was cool, but I don't know. I think y'all both are, but I'm in the cars, and that's like my whole thing. Like me and Toke, we talking cars literally day in day out. So like when I seen you at a gym, I was like, what? He low key in the cars too? What's good? How you been, man? What's up? So like it's that or like clothing or like I'm into kind of low key directing stuff too. I like directing videos and movies and stuff. I don't know if y'all peep my page. I feel like people get annoyed, but I make these little AMVs sometimes or like AMVs are anime music videos where I put like music over an anime and something like that.
Yeah.
Just because I thought it looked cool and it sounded tight as hell. Then I'll just do that for no reason. And then sometimes I don't literally relate into the music I'm making that day because it inspired me.
Sick.
It's just be stuff like that.
Yeah, I
so,
love those. I love
I
AMV
appreciate
videos.
you, brother.
Yeah.
For real.
And that's why I never, you talked earlier about like YouTube rappers. You also hear like SoundCloud rappers, or, like
Yeah.
these labels that are stuck
These
on
labels
people.
that slap on
And
people, yeah.
I keep like relating it to skateboarding, but same shit. We're like skateboarding. There's the industry of skating where you get sponsored,
Exactly.
you become amateur, you become pro, and then you're a skateboarder. But
Yep.
now these people are making way more money than the pros because they have a YouTube channel.
Just
and I
'cause they have
don't
a
knock
YouTube
it,
channel.
bro, because it's like
Yep.
at the end of the day, you're making a business because people are falling in love with you.
Exactly.
They love your skating too. They love your music too. But like if you're
Exactly.
able to have those avenues of revenue, they're loving you. So like for someone like you to come out and like play a game and like people see your personality through
Yeah.
that, or like talk about cars, people are like, hey, I like cars too.
Yep.
I like Strax music. I like cars.
That's
and it's like,
fire.
it makes it a whole thing. You know what I mean?
I agree 100% because if you're gonna like the person for no matter what they do, you're gonna like that person. Like genuinely. I just hate that it works that people think that way. Like YouTube rappers, I'm like, it sucks that
Yeah.
people, because it puts a wall in front of people and they're like, I can't because they're gonna think I'm this. It's like you're not supposed to give a damn either way. Like we don't care a lot of the time. When we do things, we don't care what people think. We do, but we don't, and you have to be that way mentally. Because
Yeah.
if you consistently care what somebody thinks, you're gonna be working your art around that person, and it won't be fun for you at the end of the day. So it's like,
Yeah, as much as you want to cater to the people, it's your art at the end of the day. Fuck the rest, you know?
Exactly.
Even if you've got like, and that's why like earlier we talked about just the one person that comes up to you and says like, yo, love that song. It's like, you don't need to have like millions of followers and like millions of listens and like all these streams. It's like, even if you just have like a tight core audience that fucks with your shit, that you can make a living off that.
Precisely. Literally. Like, we're like, I feel like music-wise, I feel like us as a group, we're like homebodies. Like, but not in the literal sense, but in the sense that we only, like, a lot of the time, we like everybody, but we're around each other. We don't really go out our way to go hang out with random people. Not that we, like, again, like, it's not that we don't like, it's like we're so used to our own circle. And we've had things happen in the past where we have to be, like, secure and, like, locked in. And I feel like everybody needs, like, not to be open to everything. We're always open to do anything you want to work or anything like that. But have, like, a locked, set group of people, like, you lock down. If you've noticed, Dominic Fike, him and his boys, they are locked. Like, it's him, Alex, the rest of the boys, Matt,
Sino,
all
Ike.
of them, like they're locked in. Those are their guys, and they work off of each other and build each other up. That way, you've noticed like they have their own fan bases and all that. But that's a literal sense. That's how we've been with each other. Like we've been locked in and like, hey, Giano drop. All right, everybody take Giano's dropping tonight. Rip's dropping. Hey, everybody yell. Rip dropped tonight on social media. Da 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 da. Like we build each other up for that. Like you have to have your team and all that. So that's why when we do see another team doing their thing and all that, it's never hate. It's like, yes, rep your set, rep your boys.
Yeah, dude.
That's who you started with. Period.
Yeah. And then as people throw stuff your way, like let's say you're getting suggestions from people or whatever, like in you just as an individual, you're getting kind of like, which way do I go? Should I do this? Should I do that? You can go back to that core group and they can all say like, nah, I think that's pretty whack. And like, okay, I won't do that. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
It's like even with the two of us, like it's like that kind of where I'll think like, oh, maybe we should start doing this sort of thing. Let's start doing that. And then he'll be like, nah, bro, fuck that. And I'm like, you're right.
That sounds like Yano, boy.
Okay, that can be hell when I say bro.
But sometimes it works.
If I say something is whack, they be like, yeah. It is art, you
Bro.
asshole.
Sometimes we were able to get like, sometimes we'll be like, yo, this is tight. Y'all don't be like, that's whack. But then like 3 hours later, it's kind of cool. It's kind of cool. It's like that though. It's all fun and games though. Like you need people like that. Like you need your close friends to be hard asses on you because I'd rather my friend or my brother tell me, bro, that was trash, than a random. It hits differently when a random person you have no clue who they are saying, bro, that shit was trash. And we're like, bro,
I tried.
I'm trying, bro. Why'd you let me release that? You know what I'm saying? Exactly. For real though. It really be the case. That really be the case.
Man. How long is it about that time? Do we need to start coming up with the last topics?
Yeah, we can bring in like anime or whatever you wanted to.
Bro, I was waiting for the stupid questions to come out.
So-
I was
so-
born for this.
Yeah, so one thing I did want to ask you, and I think I asked Slight the same question. I can't remember. Pretty sure we've talked about it on the podcast.
Okay.
But Danny hasn't watched Naruto, so he won't contribute to this too
Okay.
much. But I always like to ask if you had, or maybe I asked Yano actually, if you
Probably
had
did.
the Naruto cast versus the DBZ cast,
Oh,
who do you think
my
would win?
God.
Let's discuss.
Oh, bro, look, I'm about to make people mad, bro. Actually, no, because we've had this, bro. I feel like y'all know. Look, you DBZ side, just I can tell by your glow right now.
You don't know. You don't know
Bro.
that man behind you, bro would
look.
kill them all.
Madara, look,
Yeah,
bro.
dude.
Hey, look. Madara is gangster as hell. But, bro, the power scale in DBZ is stupid, bro. It's
gods.
stupid. Like, much as I would want Naruto to win, it's just literally like, new power, I'm a god. Oh, I'm a god times 10. Now I'm a red god. Like,
Red
what?
God times 10. Red God with blue times 10.
Yeah, I'm like, bruh, what? It makes no sense, literally.
But see,
no sense.
the argument that I have, because I say Naruto would
Yeah.
win, but only because of the Uchihas,
Yes.
because of their
I
ocular
agree.
jutsu.
And because the only reason I agree with him on this side, on this one, is because Saiyans they're not familiar with Genjutsu. And
Exactly.
Stuff like that.
They'll get
so
brain
they wouldn't
fucked.
know what to do with that.
Goku
But, like,
be beating himself up in his
Yeah.
head.
Well, but it's like it was a straight up fight, like no Genjutsu's involved, and I feel DBZ gonna have them on that one. I'm not gonna lie, but in the mental game, strategy, they just fighting on that. Strategy on Naruto is crazy.
That's why I wished you watched the show, because like it mind fucks you as you're watching it. Like the whole fight between the last fight between Sasuke and
Yeah.
Itachi, when like they both have like master ocular jutsus that
Exactly.
can fuck with your brain, and so like they're fighting each other for like the whole string of episodes, and then you find out they weren't even fighting. They were sitting there staring at each other.
Where the fight started.
They were
is
looking
where
at
they
each
ended
other.
up, and
Because
you're
it
like,
goes
huh?
and like I think Sasuke like kills him or something, or like I think Itachi rips his eye out.
rips
and then you're
Itachi
like,
out,
oh
and-
fuck,
And you
Sasuke
found
just
out
got
the whole time that
And then they're just
Itachi
looking at
wasn't
each other.
doing shit.
It was all in their head. They were fighting each other
their
because they were
mind.
both battling mentally, and so it's wild,
Bro, that's some Elon Musk shit right there, bro.
They got that
You always
Neuralink.
had to
Bro,
chill, for real.
I heard about that too. I was like, yeah, sketch, bro.
Yo,
Chill
for
out,
real.
bro. Chill, God.
Bro,
Yeah, that's
You think his
wild.
son's gonna be the prototype for that?
dude, honestly, bro, I don't know. I've got no
They used
idea.
it on pigs.
Bro.
They did the demonstration. They used it on pigs.
Bro, look, he named his son that. Hey, look, they laughing. That shit, hey, for real though. Hey, look, bro. Elon named his son that, and I just lost it. I was like, oh, they got that kind of money. I don't give a fuck money.
Yeah,
Like, I'm
yeah.
just gonna. Your name is Eagle. That's your name. And it's like,
And that is code. And whenever you move to Mars, that code is going to.
bro, like, right? That's crazy to even. Is there anybody else that has a name like that? Y'all aware of? Y'all heard like something similar to that? The other day we randomly Google what day a person wasn't born on.
Oh,
Just
wow.
cause, like, you ever thought about like what day has someone like
good
the
question.
entire world no one has been born on? And it was like December something. It was like December 3rd or some shit like that. I was like, what?
I wonder. Yeah, there's got to be like years where there's certain days that no child is born.
I'm like, what? But that's crazy to think. Millions and millions of people. No one's having a baby on this day. No one. It's crazy to even
real.
think. Like literally.
Man, and then it is Halloween time, so one thing that we've been bringing up in these Halloween themed episodes is, do you fuck with horror movies?
Oh, of course.
So-
I'm too chicken to actually like watch them.
That's what
But
I'm
I have like
I'll watch it.
I have a YouTuber that like I think his name is like Foundflix or something like that, and he breaks down like from beginning to end what the scary movie was about, even the ending and so what the ending meant and all that.
Yeah.
So I'll like watch that before I actually watch the movie myself.
Yeah, dude.
And like then I grow the balls to actually watch it. Then
Yeah, bro. In college I took a really crazy class that was just about horror movies, and it was like that same thing where like we watched the movie over and over and over to like analyze it like a film student would, and like break it down as in like Alien. It's like
classic.
Breaking down like the books that I had to read. It's like shows how every horror movie is basically linked to like fucking like there's so many phallic objects and it's all just sexual, and I'm just like,
bro, like it's.
The monster was kind of scary. That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, exactly. I wasn't thinking about all this. Have you seen this really fucked up horror movie called Green Inferno? The acting is atrocious, but the gore
it rings a bell. Wait. What's the premise?
It's like I think this girl. I forgot exactly, but I think this girl's like in college and like I guess she liked this guy or something like that, and then the guy was not interested, and he's like, and what do they call them? The guys that are like save Earth, da da da. They're destroying the forest, da da. Like he's a leader of like this group, environmentalist. There you go. Thank you, Rip. That's why he's in college and I'm not. But she goes with them to that. She thinks that's what they're going to do to save a forest in some random like I don't know if it's Colombian or Guatemalan like jungle or something like that. And then they get over there and she finds out like these group of guys aren't who they really seem. They were paid off. They were just the actors to do something to evolve to get the people to actually buy the forest. And they're running from these like henchmen
savages?
with guns and everything. Like I guess they're guards. Like it's owned by like the Colombian mafia or some shit like that. And then they end up running to like this little island or part of the island where it's an indigenous tribe.
I have seen that. I thought because it rang a bell, and then they end up all dying, right? They all just get tortured.
Bro,
like, it's brutal, bro.
It's so
it's brutal. It's one of the movies where like it's not even like fuck with your head kind of scary. It's just you look at it and you're like, that was nasty.
Something and you're like, bro, that's their brains, bro.
Dude, that's how Evil Dead, the new remake of Evil Dead. The little girl like splits her tongue with the razor blade, licking the razor blade. I'm like, chill out on that.
All the gore on that movie was tight, but the one that got me was when the last, I think it was the last sequence when she's fighting the demon lady or whatever, and the truck flips on her or something like that, and she rips her arm off, like had to pull it. I was like,
was she trying to cut it with something?
That.
She was like trying to cut.
I think she was trying to cut it at first, and she just said, "Fuck it."
Yeah, she's like, "I'll rip this."
I'm like, bro,
that movie's brutal.
Brutal, like I like scary movies, but I have to I'm such a chicken. I have to analyze them before I watch them.
Was there any as a kid that really messed with you?
Oh, bro, look, I ain't gonna never forget my mom for this shit. Look, bro, this is for all y'all future parents that think it's cute to take y'all kids out of horror movies. I don't know how back then. I don't even know how I got into a horror movie. I was like probably like 6 or something, like 6 or 7.
Your mom's like, he's 14,
bro. Bro, my mom took me to see The Seed of Chucky. That was my very, very first horror movie, and I don't know how. Don't ask me how I remember this, but I know it's a scene specifically. I wasn't trying to watch the movie, but it was a scene specifically. I guess when who was it, Chucky or the kid? One of the two got put in the oven and started freaking out. Lost it. Fucking screaming in the aisle, running. My mom running behind me there. The whole theater just like, the hell going on?
Get me out of here.
I lost it. Like, I was out of there, bro. It was terrible.
Chucky was one of them movies that like scarred a generation, bro. Straight up, all of us hate that shit.
There's fucking people out there like, yo, I want to get that doll. I'm like, no, I'm good, bro. You keep that over there. I'm straight. No, sir. I'm like, good.
Didn't you used to have a doll?
You used to have
no,
it?
bro, no. But Delaney made a doll. She went to a special effects makeup school, and The Exorcist is one that scared us. So like, and I always used to say, I'm like, bro, if anybody dresses up as the motherfucking girl from The Exorcist, then like, it's over. I'm not gonna hold back. I'm not gonna hold back.
I'm about to blow your mind, bro. I have never seen The Exorcist in hold. I've always seen clips and stuff, and I always heard about it. I've never watched it in hold myself.
Only watch it if you're feeling brave.
I'm good.
Only watch it. It's scary.
I've even heard stuff about the actors like experiencing things after they after the whole thing happened. Like that's the movie or whatever. Like legit, I've heard like
Wow.
one was sick, one person died or something like that. If you look it up, like
You
the
hear
cast
that,
of
yeah,
Exorcist,
yeah.
like none of them were well after that movie. Like,
I always wonder because you hear about method actors like Shia LaBeouf. I don't think he calls himself a method actor, but they like really get into their roles. And like
Exactly.
Heath Ledger, like people
Heath
say
Ledger,
he died because of like his method
tied
acting.
to that, yeah.
And I wonder if like there's. Bro, I wouldn't even take the role if I was that kind of actor. Where like Johnny Depp type shit. Where like I'm gonna become Johnny Depp or fucking Captain Jack Sparrow. They're one and the same. They're one and the same.
Legit, though,
but if you did that for a horror movie, you'd be like, all right, so I gotta get into this role of being possessed by the devil.
Oh my god, bro, my family would kick my ass if I did this. Bro, I don't know that my family is so religious. Like I'm laid back with like my mom and my grandmother and everybody. I don't even consider like this man's a mama's boy. I love my mom. But hey, look, she taught me like because not to make it a sob story, my dad wasn't always in my life, so it was my mom that taught me, showed me everything.
Yeah,
basically.
dude.
So, bruh, what was it? I don't lost train.
You were talking about acting, and she would.
Oh yeah, if I were, bro, my family would probably disown my ass if I ever. You were a devil in a movie with demons? Oh, you need to go to church. We going to church tomorrow. When you come back, forget all that. It's history, bro. Like they were cruising but it'd be tight. I would love to be in like a horror movie or even an action movie. I would love to be like I said I would be cool. Like, okay, this is a question I want to ask random people actually that I got a chance to. If you've seen an XNVIX documentary, like a biopic, who would you get to play who? Oh, that's I've always wanted to ask other people that wasn't us. 'Cause we've talked about this, but I've always wanted to ask other people who would y'all get to play who.
Bro,
what? That's a good question.
Right now, think of an actor that would play Yano right now.
All right, yeah, I don't think I could pick out everybody, but I could. Let me try to think of a good one. Let me try to think of a good one.
Who would be a great Yano actor?
While we're thinking, the last question we always ask guests, other than because we're getting everyone in here.
Yeah,
if you could see anyone in that chair, who would you want to see on an episode? Yeah, on an episode.
You know what? Did y'all have Griff on here before?
Mm-mm.
Y'all didn't have Griff?
Mm-mm.
I would have loved to see Griff here. Dude, bro. His musical, like, I never thought I could resonate with a DJ so much. Bro, we would talk music. Like, he had such a amazing palette of what he liked and listened to, and it was just cool because you'd be like, yeah, you heard of this band or this group or whatever, and then he'll be like, oh yeah, I copped the mixtape, and I'm like, what? You actually know? Because every time I say something about it, nobody knows about it. So, but he knew, like, obviously he's a DJ, he had to know, but like some DJs were just like, what's popping right now? That's what we're playing right now. No, he knew he knew what was popping and then some, like under the rug music, like. He knew everything, and he was he was just a light-hearted dude, like easy to convo with, talk about anything with. But yeah, if I had to pick, if he was still here, God rest his soul, I had Griff right here.
Fuck yeah, dude. Yeah, I wish I could have had an RIP.
That would have been so tight.
You got an answer yet for one of these actors, bro? I'm trying to think.
Dude,
I'm waiting for Yano's right here.
I've been thinking about it. Do you have one even on the top of your mind?
I might think for a second and then just cut. Like I'll just cut the part where we're thinking because like I want to answer this.
Yeah, bro, y'all have to, bro. This is gold.
Bro, did you have any last questions you wanted to ask before we wrap it up?
Hit me with one, bro.
Well, I did have a question to bring it back to like recording. Oh fuck, and live shows.
Yeah.
Like when you guys are recording a song, is it anything similar to what takes place on stage when you're?
Oh, bro, like when it result, like if we one hit record on a like if we hit, say we're recording a verse and we've been trying to repeat that, like if one person gets their one take right through and it hits immediately, it's the same as us cranking on stage in the studio. Sure. We're like, hey, oh shit, I almost flipped to it. Hey, let's go! Like it's literally we be hype. We're our own hype men, bro. A lot of the time, like we could be in the. I can swear to God, Rip could be in a spelling bee, and if he invite us, we'd be the loudest motherfuckers there. That's my dog. You gotta have that energy everywhere. Like it rubs off on the music, and that's why we, I per se, like all of us, we enjoy when the crowds genuinely like it, because we'll perform, we'll fill it out, we plot out like our set lists too. Like we're like, all right, we gonna perform this song first because it has this mellow vibe to it. You know, everybody won't be jumping too much, but it will just give them some head nods. Mm-hmm. But as soon as we see somebody in the crowd, Yeah, let's go. It's over with. Like, okay, energy to 100 because your energy's there. We're gonna match that energy. That's literally how we play. We're mirrored. And if your energy's not there, it's a thing we got. Well, we gonna be hyped. Well, we tell the crowd all the time. We used to tell them. We don't do it as much now. But we were like, look, if you ain't gonna get hyped, we are. So you just gonna either make it awkward by standing there looking at us get hyped, or you gonna get hyped with us. Either one. Choice is yours. But I'm finna turn up with me and my boys. Y'all down? And then normally let's go. Let's crank. And it works every time.
Yeah, I think it's impossible to watch you guys live and not get
wanna
into
move.
it. Yeah,
I don't get it though. Bro. I'll be like, even if, with anybody, not even just us. If you know that music's good and you vibe, I don't care who's next to me. I'm turning up. I'm vibe. I love the way that sounds. Why would you be mad? Yeah, that's cool. These are my favorite because we've talked about this. The people that'll sit there and be like this. And you be like, all right, and you turn up in front of them, and then by the end or the third song, they're like this.
Right.
Accomplished, because you felt it. You was like, you don't know why you fight it. Don't fight it. Just turn up. Have fun. Don't care. It doesn't matter. Seriously.
Bruh, the only answer I can come up with for this casting is I'm trying to think, like particularly, I mean, for anyone really, I'm trying to think, because like y'all are smart, like y'all are intelligent, and y'all are fucking like you got the drip, you know, like you guys have like an aura about you. Sir. And I'm trying to think of an actor.
If I had to cast one for Yano, it'd be Childish Gambino
Bro.
to fill in that spot. I think
that's not the first time he's gotten that either, so that's a great pick.
Sure.
Great pick.
See, I was gonna say, although it couldn't happen because again, R.I.P. Chadwick Boseman would be dope.
Yes, sir. Wakanda forever. Oh my God, I'm hitting it.
Straight
Wakanda.
up.
Bro, he's gotten. I even picked Michael B. Jordan for this guy.
I was thinking that, dude. I was thinking
Michael
that.
B. Jordan.
I was gonna say, just for shits and giggles, I was gonna say Terry Crews, just because that'd be so dope to see.
Let's go.
Imagine him with fucking dreads.
Imagine a buff ass Terry Crews playing you, singing 2020's on fire with his pecs twitching.
Yeah,
2020's on fire.
or imagine like.
Everybody else, I could see Kenan Thompson.
Fuck you, bro. I knew that was coming. Heard that one. Hey, look. First of all, I didn't say you shooting the wrong way. They shot at shit. They thought that was funny.
Alright, so we got Michael Cera.
Bro, I'm dead.
And I'm sure Shia LaBeouf.
Bro, we got the most firest biopic ever. Don't act me.
Bro.
We're just gonna pay Shia to play both of them.
Hell yeah.
Put a cap on that one.
hairstyle.
I'm dead, bro. I'm so dead. Biopic coming soon, starring Shia LaBeouf. Shia LaBeouf.
All right, this camera is on its last leg. You can look at this camera and plug anything that you want to plug. I'm wondering when Couch is dropping,
Boy,
but
look,
you can plug anything you
the
want to
rest
plug.
of the world right now. Look, I'm gonna tell you like this. New song actually coming soon. Hey, what we got? Mary Poppins coming soon. Mary Poppins, new single coming out. Couch is a question mark only because we don't want to give you guys bullshit. We want quality to come out.
Yes,
and when
sir.
it come out, I promise you, I know it's a tap, but I promise you it's going to be well worth the wait. It's going to be awesome. We're going to have videos for it. We're going to make sure we give y'all something for waiting as long as y'all did. Trust me. Yano, Blur, I believe. Yep. Blur got something. Blur's coming up pretty soon. Rip, you got any singles? Yip Yip Parade? Yeah, okay, well, whatever the date that is. Addict will be coming. It's in the work. That's the name of my project. It's called Addict. I don't know. I ain't gonna tell you a date because I hate putting dates on my project specifically. But it will be like sometime this year. It'll be sometime.
Where can they find you at on the internet?
Oh yeah, they'll know before probably everybody else. So y'all will know when we about to drop. So trust. Definitely. I appreciate y'all having me. It's been an honor. I get to see this cool ass setup. It's tight as hell. I can't wait to see what y'all do because I told you from the jump, this area needed something like this, and I feel like y'all are gonna break the fucking glass ceiling and do more than just this. Like it's
Straight up,
it's
dude.
gonna be more than just local. Y'all gonna get fucking Morgan Freeman in here at one point. I'm like, look, bro, I was there. I was sitting right where he sat, getting interviewed by them. Like, for real though.
How crazy
for
would
real,
that
for
be,
real.
bro?
I appreciate it, man. Yeah,
Of
we got some
course.
big things planned.
So
Yeah.
I did want to mention November 7th, we're actually hosting a skate contest at
Oh,
Veteran
hell yeah.
Skate Park.
Toke's there.
Dude, it's gonna
We're
be
all
so,
there, but
it's
Toke's
gonna
gonna be the one that's skating.
It's gonna be a game of
Hell
skate
yeah.
contest, and it's just gonna be dope. Like we're gonna have speakers, mic. Like I'm gonna be
fuck
playing
yeah.
the City of Palms playlist and everything with
Oh,
all the local
hell
music,
yeah.
and there's gonna be prizes, food, and all that shit. So
That
if you
sounds like
listening,
a bop.
pay attention to that.
Go
And if you guys are free, I hope to see y'all there
Oh,
too.
for sure.
'Cause it'll be a
For
vibe.
sure. That sounds like my vibe right there. Skating, food, chilling. I'm with that. 100%.
Where
Hell
can they
yeah.
find us at, Danny?
You can find us at City of Palms Podcast. Anywhere you listen to podcasts, you can watch us on YouTube. New episodes every Monday. Follow us on Instagram, Facebook. Yeah, this has been episode 69.
Oh,
And
I'm
get us
trash.
to 1,000.
I'm trash. Before you completely end it, I didn't even plug my damn stuff. You can find me on Instagram at Abstract Faith. You can find the rest of the boys at _XNVIX_. Please go follow that. Turn it up. Because the more y'all turn up, the more it makes us want to turn them up and just drop shit and just say fuck it and just like here.
Yes, sir. Do that shit.
Definitely.
Right.
And
it up.
if we reach 1,000 subscribers by episode 100, I'm giving Danny a tattoo.
Do it. Bro,
And I don't know how to
come
work a
on,
tattoo
y'all-
machine, so
Y'all
subscribe.
do it. He needs a new tattoo. He needs it.
I do.
Come on.
All right, hit him with that outro, Soren.